What's up, you guys? It's Army Wolf Gaming, and we are coming at you with a ultimate bow guide video as well as a build video and how to run the build. Continuing on, we're gonna go over stats and equipment as well as throwables and how to basically run the build. So let's get started, not waste any time. So for base stats, we're gonna have to take off the Okina and the Radagon Sword Seal. We're gonna go to base stats. It'll be a level 120. All right. His attribute points will be 40 vigor, 40 endurance, 35 strength, 35 dexterity, and 15 faith, 14 arcane. Uh, the great rune I'm going to be using is going to be Godric's Great Rune because it adds 5 to basically all my attributes, which is insanely good and probably one of the best great runes in the game, especially if you're of lower level, such as myself. I will be using Flame Grant Me Strength to increase the amount of attack power I have, as well as Flame Cleanse Me. So that'll be it for the stats and what I'm using. The class you want to start with will definitely be Bandit. So Bandit will give you all the stats you need to make the perfect bow build. All right, so always go with Bandit if you're gonna make any kind of dexterity or bow build. All right. Next we're gonna go into equipment. Equipment is going to be the Black Bow plus 10. Along with the Lion Great Bow plus 10. This will be used with the Radon Spears for its Ash of War. The Golden Great Bow for DPS because it hits really hard for a Great Bow. Finger Seal to cast Flame Grant Me Strength and Flame Cleanse Me, as I had mentioned earlier. Great Turtle Shell because it increases stamina recovery, which means I don't have to take a stamina slot to put the Green Turtle Talisman on, which is great. Blood Rapier in the case that I want to switch the setup and I can cause bleed loss in the vicinity. Senpuku will help with that if I'm wearing the white mask and the Blood of Exaltation Talisman, which will be a future build that I will be releasing later. To see how the build runs at its full capacity, we will now equip the Okina mask along with the Radagon Sword Seal. All right, and then we will drink a potion to ascend to full health. All right. So with that being said, the talismans I'll be running is the Radagon Sword Seal, as I had just mentioned. It gives me a +5 to all my combat stats such as Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity. This will now put my Vigor at 45, Endurance at 45, Strength at 40, and my Dexterity at 40. I'm getting the +3 Dexterity, which puts my Dexterity at 43 from the Okina mask, alright? So that's really good stat boosting, alright? And then if you put that with a Rune Arc, which I will demonstrate right now, this will further increase your stats from 45 vigor to 50 vigor, 16 mind, 50 endurance, 45 strength, 48 dexterity, 14 intelligence, 20 faith, and 19 arcane. Giving me the stats of pretty much a level 150, 160, 170, basically 180 account at a level 120. So that's why I chose this combination, the Great Rune, Godric's Great Rune with the Okina Mask with the Radagon Sword Seal. The second talisman I definitely chose would be the Ritual Sword Talisman. This will increase my attack power at full health. Most of the time I'm at full health because I'm never in close and I can usually kill the enemies before they get a hit on me. Arrows Reach Talisman because a lot of the times I'm engaging enemies from range, usually medium or long range, sometimes short range depending on the circumstances. This mitigates arrow drop. Basically, if your arrow is, it takes arrow drop. When your arrow is dropping, its damage is decreased. So the further you shoot somebody away, the less damage you'll do. The Arrows Reach Talisman will increase the bow effective range, so your damage will pretty much stay the same at almost any range, which is awesome. And last but not least, the Arrow Sting Talisman. This is going to increase all arrows and bolts attack powers. This is a must if you're running a bow build. For throwables, it'll be a Boil Crab for defense, Silver Pickle Foulfoot for item discovery when I'm farming any kind of resources, especially in a tight area where I need it to craft, if I run out of arrows or anything. Poison Stone Clumps because I'm just testing them out. Kookaries because I really like the heavy bleed buildup that it has. Lightning Pots because they hit hard. Poison Boluses because I always go through Poison Swamps. Uplifting Aromatic because it's more defense and it gives my allies power if I'm playing with players. Blood Boil Aromatic because it increases my attack power, which is awesome. Poison Bone Darts because I'm also testing that out to see how it goes. And Freezing Pot because pretty much anybody who gets hit by it gets frostbitten like almost immediately. These are my throwables. This is my build layout, okay? Uh, these are my stats. This is my attack power. All right. Now I'm going to give you a demonstration. All right. Keep in mind, I never mentioned the kind of arrows you want to use with this build. But to show you a demonstration, if you guys haven't already seen it, you want to use regular arrows or any kind of regular great arrows just because of its physical capabilities. The build scales best with the physical kind of arrows. Or you want to use Stormwing bone arrows, which gives you an extra 10 to your physical, which is really strong, right? So to show you guys a damage demonstration of this build, I'm going to show you guys with the black bow, and I'm going to show you guys with the great bow. So with the black bow, this is what it looks like. 464, 952, 1320. Barrage. 368, 1330. It's just that quick. Alright. Alright, now with the Golem Great Bow, right? Let's see what the damage is going to be for this. 1356. And let's see what we got with the... So if we keep the Flame Grant Me Strength, right? We're going to see what the damage is for that one. Now we're going to use the Ash of War. 2,646. 2,646. That's insane. That's what I meant when I said this bow has really good physical damage. For your Lion's Great Bow, you're going to switch that to the Radon Spears. Alright, we're going to see what this Ash of War can do. Oh yeah, look at that. 1756. It's pretty damn good. So whenever you're using the Lion's Great Bow, just make sure you want to use the Radon Spears because it gives it a damage bonus when you use it with this bow. So just remember that. But yeah, that's just a demonstration of how powerful this actual build is. There are many more build videos coming in the future. From what you have seen in the clips in the beginning of the video, those builds will be coming soon. But until then, I'm going to be teaching you guys the movements. Now let's get started to the next clip, shall we? Alright, you guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys the basic move set of the great bows and how to use the great bows I have on this build. Alright, so the basic move set for great bows will either be your basic standing and whatever key your great arrows are on. Now, in my move set, my keys are on my R2 for my great arrows. So for me, it would be R2, right? You never want to just stand shooting the great bow because if you guys notice, you go to stand to shoot it, and it takes extremely long just for it to fire, right? Which is not good, right? So we know that. So what we do instead is for moveset 1, you jump and you shoot. And it's way faster, see? So that's moveset 1. Alright, that's for all great bows. Moveset 2 is going to be your Ash of War and your great bow. So for the Golem great bow, it's going to be through and through. So this would be for piercing damage. As you can see, it hits pretty hard. So that's moveset number 2. And for moveset number 3, when you're on torrent, aim at someone, jump off, and then you could jump and fire. You could roll back, fire too. Well, I wouldn't recommend roll back firing. I would just keep jumping. Overall, that's the 3 main movesets you will use on your great bow. And then, of course, there's number 4 I didn't bring up in any of it earlier. But that is just aiming down the sights, which I will do whenever I'm sniping an enemy from afar. Alright, y'all, as y'all can clearly see, the great bows are pretty easy to use. Just remember, if you're going to use them, just make sure you use them at range. If you're going to use them up close, it'll send smaller enemies flying back, as you had saw earlier. But make sure you use them at range as well. They're really effective at range, and if you have it with the Arrows Reach Talisman, these bows go really hard, so definitely use that. And make sure to use the Lion's Great Bow for the Rain of Arrows Asher War for bigger enemies such as dragons. And yeah, we're gonna go straight into the clips of all the move sets for the Great Bow, which is fairly simple. But just in case you guys forgot, I figured I'd link the clips anyway. Well, enjoy. Alright, you guys. This definitely concludes my video. If you guys really like the build as well as the guide, leave a like and subscribe. Like on the video, subscribe, share it if you want to. But yes, I'm gonna be releasing more content coming soon. There will be timelines posted on the description. I also stream on Twitch, so check out my Twitch if you want. Now, with that being said, if there's anything you think I was missing or anything you'd like to add more to the video, please leave any comments or anything and let me know what else you would want. In the future, there will be more bow build videos being released, as far as cookbooks, what arrows you're gonna need, what kind of builds, so on and so on. I will be releasing this content in the future, but this is indeed the beginning. This concludes the Ultimate Bow Guide. You guys have a good one, and peace out.